In today's video, I'm going to be using Veil of Blood, Void, Discharge, and Arctic Clip. I'm also using the Amulet of the Master Spellweaver for the City R. I'm not sure if this is the most effective duel, but it's always good on every build. Today, I'm going to teach you how to deal with double counter builds, such as Discharge and Ice Block. Of course, my own creation. I'm sorry for the Ice Block and Discharge, but if you want to know how to counter that one, stick around and I'll be showing you. Unfortunately, some footage was lost here, so I'm starting us mid-fight. This was the first fight I had against this guy, so I wasn't sure what build he was going, which is always a big thing. You're always going to perform worse if you don't know what build they're running. Here, I get chill applied to me by the Void Burn, which is how I end up frozen and taking a lot of damage. As always, I make sure to iframe the Pistol Bomb, and then I'm using what spells I can. It was smart and didn't proc my counter. Here, I get a win from that because I managed to proc my heal on the Ice Block. And he didn't freeze me. He gets a good discharge on it. I unfortunately proc his counter, but I make sure to dodge with the pistol. Now I know what he's going to do after the spear is, so I use my discharge immediately. And then I'm hoping with the void, or hoping and praying. Kind of wasting my time. Get my dash cancel there, it's a bit unfortunate. But I get off a massive heal. And I fail the dodge of the pistol boom. I'm just gonna poke him with crossbow, because this guy doesn't use crossbow, so I'm just gonna minute range. Another good pistol, and there's the fight end. And here's the next fight. He immediately starts by proccing my discharge, but he uses Ice Block, so it doesn't matter so much. And then I know he's going to do that as soon as he comes out, because he's used to people timing Axie after Ice Block, which is why I don't do that. I fake it instead. And now I'm gonna try and land a massive combo on him. Just the hallmark combo. And he somehow managed, I fuck it up, so he gets an Ice Block, and turns around. Fortunately, it gives me an iframe from the pistol bomb, and I can get out of it. And miss my crossbow auto on a link cap target, like an idiot. Gonna try an Ice Block, doesn't do much honestly. I get my massive heal. You always want to use, you want to use the heal proc on your dash every time you can. Dodge the pistol there to flex. Same start again, exact same actually. And now all his cooldowns are down, and I can do what I want with it. Oh, okay, except for that one. I should have dashed in there for a heal because he didn't have any defensive cooldowns, but I must have not kept track of them. Always keep track of their cooldowns. And he gets, unfortunately, a discharge on me, and he's going to try and combo me. But he waited too long. You have to leap immediately when you land. Oh, like here. I'm going to leap immediately, and so he can't get out. But he can apparently Ice Block again. It's a bit unfortunate. And you can't discharge a discharge. So I think that's perfect timing, yeah. It's going to try and stall with Ice Block. I'm going to time out there. Oh, but he got a good pistol, which I'm going to dodge the boom off. Never mind, I didn't. That's another freeze, but the pistol saves me. And you know, like when they dash in like that, you know they want to hit an auto attack, so you can get an easy discharge. I don't mind that he Ice Blocks, because that means I guarantee my crossbow auto on it with my Veil of Blood heal, which is big. I should not have landed so close then, because that allowed him to get a massive static spear Q on me. I get frozen again, it's not great. I'm waiting for him to, I'm waiting for an opportunity so I can dash in and you get my heal proc here. Proc that, and he's not dodging it very well. Got heal proc there and avoid the freeze. Which is ideal, because now I'm much healthier. And again, I just discharge his pistol. Because he likes starting with pistol apparently. He baits my counter, but also wastes his Ice Block completely. And his swap build we can tell, which is a bit dangerous when people swap builds. This can affect how they play. Again, he's trying to Ice Block the discharge, but I don't mind too much. That hurts though. Didn't have any cooldowns up to dodge that. So actually I could have counter-leapt. Using your leap to dodge their leap is actually very effective. Again, I get a heal from my dash, which is perfect. I think he's gotta go in there, so I waste some cooldowns. Giving him an opportunity, but he doesn't really think that. And there, I proc the heal, and then I back out of range, because spear autos have a lot of range, so you can do that safely. And I'm gonna combo in massively here again. No ice block this time, so you can see how much damage that build does. And again, I'm trying to get the max range spear poke for a massive heal there. 46 HP. It's a lot. And then a nice discharge. I'm just gonna try and heal up again. Just not really getting any tempo from that. And again, he dashes in, and then you know he's gonna auto immediately, so I discharge to counter it. And it's pretty much over. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, see, dashes in, uses attack immediately, and I know that, so counter. I should have faked the greatsword Q instead of actually using it, because this guy likes using his pistol to dodge things. It's gonna harass him at range, and there he goes with the pistol again. And the ice block to counter the discharge immediately. And it's one of those bullshit instant freezes that you can do. But now I get the plus 46 HP, which is huge. It doesn't take that, but I can dodge the boom anyway with my pistol. Time the void so that it comes after, and then again with the iframe. He's getting maybe a lot of spear Qs because I'm not respecting the spear Q. But I get another heal with a dash, which is huge whenever you get that off. Just letting me poke him away. Again, he's always ice blocking to counter my discharge. I get a good combo, and he dashes into the return on my axis. And since I know like he's got no cooldowns, I try and ult them, but of course he had the ult still. Again, I get him to dash into the return of the axis. And there, that's why you have to be careful with pistol, because it's very predictable that you can aim it. So I don't always aim it at the enemy. I tend to aim to the sides, but I know they have counters up, because I know they're gonna counter. But again, see, he's proccing my discharge every time with his pistol. He has to stop doing that. Fighting a different guy nice, I don't really know what his build is, which is always dangerous. And there you go, the classic Zip-Zap bullshit with the discharge. And he's using that. See, that's how you want to counter the discharge. You pistol it backwards and then you hit them, because you know they're gonna aim at you. Gonna be doing that a lot, and I think this is combo time. He's not gonna like that very much. I fuck it up though, and he gets out. Poking him at range, and he should not have ulted like that. He had no way to get into that landing. I think he's got his counter up, so I'm trying to aim to the side here to make him use it. Bit greedy going in like that. I still am hesitant to go in because I know that he's got his counter, but in the end he's not using it. Fakes out my counter very well. It's nicely done by him. I get the massive heal off, and then he wastes his counter, so now I can go in, which is what I'm gonna do with the greatsword. And then pistol, it was not necessary, but I don't know actually. I was trying to dodge something, but there was nothing to dodge. His smarter doesn't go in because I was out of range. I was keeping just out of range. If he went in, I was gonna spear Q him, but it didn't because he was smart. Combo time again. This time I succeed. It's a lot of damage. I fuck up and get hit by that. Gonna try and void myself so he can't stand there and do something, but he forces a dash at least. And now he, unfortunately for him, procs the counter again. And he's gonna die to that, I think. Nope. Ah, you can see me. I tried to sword Q because I knew he was gonna discharge, but I wasn't in range, and he dies with the pistol. This time it didn't fake, and if he did, I would have fallen for it, but because the zap is so quick, this polarity shift. Just harassing him at range. Yeah, so there, I knew he was gonna counter, so I aimed to the side. Especially when you dash, you use dash, your next auto is gonna be extra powerful, so you're more people are more likely to use it to aim at the enemy, which is why I aim to the side, because I know, like, I know that they know, and thus I'm going to not aim at him. Bit of BM sword here, kind of one of the worst abilities in the game. Kind of waste my dash there, wasn't much point to using it. And here I save him from the pistol boom, but I do get to land a combo in return, so it doesn't matter. Here's the thing, if you land a discharge on them, hit them up into the air, the explosion, you actually save them from the explosion.